1 hour a day for 1 month straight. How much better can I get? Can 1 hour a day actually make your skills better? The number one reason I'm doing this is because I don't have time to grind out games as much anymore. So I wanted to use this as a challenge for myself to see how much I could improve with a limited time span. Some days I would get 1 to 2 games in, and some days I would not get any practice in because I didn't have time because of the circumstances. So I had to supplement that with trying to watch more streams or watch more YouTube videos just to learn more information on what I was really missing. For phase 1, I would spend about 15 to 20 minutes looking up YouTube videos or pro streams just to get an idea of different runouts, different Valk cams, different positions, different angles, different peaks to really add something new to my game because there's so much strategy involved in Rainbow Six Siege. Clicking heads is great, but if you don't have other things to support yourself, especially if you're having an off day, it's going to be a problem. The people that I use should be popping up around my head right now. These are great content creators that provide a lot of good information for you, and whether that's on YouTube or Twitch, it's important to get this information from sources that can actually improve your game. I was trying to be more of a support player, playing Valk, Lesion, Nomad, Capitao, Thatcher. I was trying any way to support my team because I can still get kills even with those characters, and even if I'm not a Zofia or an Ashe, I think it's really helpful to be able to get information for your team. Not saying that you need to play support to get a higher rank, but what I've noticed is there's a lot of times people will not be using enough utility to take control of certain parts of the map. So if you can fill that role over time, you should be able to get a higher rank. For phase 2, I would spend about 15 to 20 minutes doing T-Hunt and warming up. And I get this is super boring for a lot of people to do. But that was probably my worst problem, was coming home, want to get on and play, and just going in cold. And for most people, that's a recipe for playing really bad, getting down on yourself, and then ultimately quitting the game for the night. I would go in practicing recoils, flicks, angles, peaks, and just trying to move my mouse around in real world scenarios to try to match what would be happening in game. I also used AimLab for a little bit of this, not too much, because most of the time I found more benefit from actually playing in game than trying to do other different types of external third-party programs. Always dead. And then for phase 3, we finally got to ranked matches, which little bit of a mixed bag when I first started.
They're literally all over there.
They're literally underneath.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
You gotta be kidding me.
Doorway.
What do we do?
Top of arcade.
Friendly operator remaining. Mission bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it. You must.
Holes garage.
Thermite's right above the holes in closet.
There's 2 guys bottom floor right now. For a lot of these times, I was either pretty tired or not really all focused in on the actual game, which it was easy to tell because my positioning in a lot of these maps was not very good, and my movement was not very good, and my aiming and where I should be looking was not top tier. So I focused on trying to fix those problems and fix those issues over time, and trying to focus more and not let myself get negative or down about certain situations that were sometimes not in my control, just a bad round or a bad position or a bad play.
2 by bathroom door.
Bottom, thermite and a bomb. There's a thermite 2 on the hole.
Op 4, last operator standing.
Nice, good shit.
In piano right now, Ashe.
Oh, I'm a bond.
Stairs.
Nice.
Nice job.
Yeah, he's hit. Goo.
Nice shit. Got him. Being negative will definitely hurt your play, and all you can do is kind of focus on yourself, because you're going to have toxic teammates in every game that you play, and there's nothing you can really do to kind of silence that unless you mute them. And there was definitely some toxic people and toxic teams that I was on, and I had to do my best to try to avoid getting angry and upset, because it's very easy to fall into that kind of trap, and then you see your play just plummet down to the bottom, and then you lose games just because of other people ruining your experience. Back. Got him.
Good. Nice cams too.
Thanks.
I can get another wall.
Got one. Maestro's close right.
I'm pushing up with you.
He's
Cigar.
Slow.
Yeah, grab it. 30 seconds.
Nice.
front door.
You have entered enemy control area. Leave now. Your location has been covered.
Valk's dead. I got Valk.
Nice.
But over time, again, like I said before, I was focusing on being a support player. So feeding information to my team and using my gadgets and my utility to my team's advantage. Over time, it started to get a lot easier to fit into different teams who had those people that wanted to frag or that wanted to stand out. And it pushed us to win a lot more games because it was easier to fit my playstyle within those teams than it was for me to try to frag out as well.
Push together.
Calm down.
15 seconds remaining.
Ooh.
Nice shot,
Nice.
dude.
Op 4 eliminated.
So now is the time for the results. On the left, you should see my rank and what I currently am and what I was before. I usually don't solo queue very much in this game, but for this challenge, I almost solo queued the entire month. And to see my KD and my win rate stay relatively similar is super interesting for the fact that I was being very consistent even when I was playing higher tier players.
Bottom main. Dead. On the hatch. Bottom main. Bottom main. IQ's right here. He's planting right now. Go, 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 go.
Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. This is the first time I'm actually editing a real video. So hopefully I'll have other videos up soon doing other challenges, and I'm thinking of doing other games as well and seeing what else I can improve on and what other skills I could learn in the process. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. What the?
No.
I didn't see it.
Just threw nades in there and they got
Online and active.
deflected.
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, wow.
Hello?
Do you have another one that you could throw on the bomb?
What? Where'd that flash go?
It landed right in front of you. Don't white peek. Just got your cross. Jesus.
Op 4 eliminated.
That was risking it for the biscuit.